is. And the puppy fur towels, you can't go wrong with those all around the house as well. Perfect tools to do your spring cleaning. But now I'm going to talk about V37884. It's the Scrub Daddy set of 6 FlexTexture puppy shaped sponges. They're at a feature price of $19.98. They're an easy pay, 3 easy pays. That means you get it home for $6.66. And just to let you know, these have been extremely popular. In fact, we started not only with the puppy, the Scrub Daddy puppy, but we also had the Scrub Mommy Kitty, which have already sold out. There's no reorder on this until later in the summer. So this is the time to pick it up. So here's the story. Scrub Daddy, Aaron Krause, revolutionized the kitchen sponge with this unbelievable FlexTexture material and this smiley face. We've taken the same FlexTexture material, and Carolyn Gracie suggested that we put it in the shapes of puppies and kitties. So today, we have a set of 6 FlexTexture puppy-shaped sponges that work exactly like the FlexTexture that you're familiar with, the regular Scrub Daddy. It doesn't have an odor, at least for 2 months. It rinses clean, dishwasher safe, doesn't scratch. And what I love, the FlexTexture material changes texture by just changing the temperature of the water. So to demonstrate that, I'm going to put one in the hot water and one in the cold water, and literally within seconds, a transformation takes place. So the one in the hot water, look at this, under a 10-pound weight, it's soft and compressible, like an everyday sponge. What does that mean for you? It means you're going to be able to pick up all the wet messes, do the dishes, you name it. It's acting like your regular kitchen sponge. But the one that we placed in the cold water, watch this, under the 10-pound weight, it stands at attention. It's going to do the heavy-duty scrubbing around the house, and you're not going to scratch your surface. You can see what the difference in temperature makes. So now I'm going to take my puppy sponge with that FlexTexture material, come over here, and I want to show you that you are not going to scratch the surface. So we have a working stove here. It's a glass top stove. I burned on for 45 minutes gravy browning, mustard, ketchup, and cheese. We also burned on a mess on this nonstick coated pan as well. Watch this. I'm going to take my puppy sponge and I'm going to just attack, just using cold water, no chemical cleaner. But here's the neat thing. You want to use a chemical cleaner, use that GP66. It's not going to harm the sponge. But I'm just showing you, just with tap water, the power of the cold water and that FlexTexture, you're able to break down the burned on mess that was on that glass top stove. And listen to that, squeaky clean, no scratches. Now I'm going to take it to this side where we have the mustard, the ketchup, the cheese, probably even worse than the gravy browning that we burned on. And you can see once again, the FlexTexture doing the tough job without a chemically based cleaner, just using the cold water. And take a look at that. It powers through it, no problem. And again, no scratches. Now I'm going to take it here to this nonstick coated pan. What's important about a nonstick coated pan is you don't want to lose that nonstick. So this is not going to scratch that surface, but there are times where you do get a sticky mess on there. That's not going to be a problem. Just wipe it away, and you can see there are no scratches, but it's taking care of that burned on mess. No problem. Simple, easy, and fast. Now, you're looking at the little Scrub Daddy puppy, and you're saying, wow, that's a mess. And yes, if you typically used a sponge like this in your home, the problem with that is that it smells, the other side scratches, none of that's going to happen, and this does not rinse clean. But watch the puppy. You see how nasty he is right now? I'm going to put him in the hot water. Now, typically, you'd be doing your dishes, running it under hot water, or I love the fact that it's dishwasher safe. Put it in the top rack of your dishwasher every night when you're doing your dish, running the dishwasher, and it's going to come out, here's the nice thing, bright, fresh, and clean every single time. You got to love that. Unlike your traditional sponge, which is not going to do that. Now let's go over to, I want to do the sticker. So we're going to put this one in cold water. And again, this is V37884. It's the Scrub Daddy set of 6 FlexTexture puppy-shaped sponges at a featured price of $19.98. On Easy Pay, 3 Easy Pays, 3 of $6.66. That's going to get it home for you. And remember, there's no reorder till later in the summer, maybe around that July area. Now, this is another great area where you can use your Scrub Daddy, this FlexTexture material. Sean Killinger made us aware of this when she was going through all her registry items that she received for her wedding. she realized that all these stickers were a real pain to take off, whether you're using a knife, which would scratch the surface, or a chemical cleaner, which a lot of us are trying to get away from. So just put your puppy sponge, your Scrub Daddy sponge in the cold water, and it is pretty miraculous what it's going to do. It's going to take care of not only the paper on top, but even more importantly, look what it's doing to the sticky mess, that sticky residue that's on the bottom. That is going away as well without using a knife, without using a chemically based cleaner. That cold water gives it the ability to scrub, but it's not going to scratch. And look at that, your job is done, no residue left. What I really love about these puppy ones, you want to use them around your pets. Think about your doggy bowls, your kitty bowls, you name it. You can use this just with tap water if you want. And because it's going to scrub out all that dried on dog food or cat food, no problem at all. And because you're using tap water, you've no fear of any chemically based cleaners. It's all about form and function. So if you look at this cute little puppy, you have the puppy eyes, and you have the puppy mouth. So the eyes are great because you can put your fingers in the two eye holes, and then you're able to clean both the sides of something like this, a mug or a muffin tin or a coffee pot. You can clean the sides and the bottom all at the same time. Here's a muffin tin. You can see what a great job it does of getting into those areas that you typically couldn't get into with a regular sponge, because you'd have to wrap your hand around it because your fingers are in the eye hole. It does a great job of getting into those surfaces as well. And I love too, even on Temptations, remember, you don't have to worry about anything scratching the surface. So whatever mess is on there, because you're cleaning with the sides and the bottom at the same time, look at that. You've cleaned both the side of the dish and the bottom at the same time. And remember, it rinses clean, independent lab tested to have no odor for at least 2 months. I want to show you again how it's not going to scratch. Unlike a double-sided sponge like this, watch. This on this piece of beautiful hardwood, as soon as I put it against that wood, it scratches the surface. You've ruined that surface. That could be your cabinets, that could be your countertops. But the Scrub Daddy material, remember what I said? It's never going to scratch no matter how hard I try. Unlike that double-sided sponge, it's not going to scratch the surface. But yet, you're going to be able to clean all the surfaces around the house, whether it's fiberglass, plexiglass, stainless steel, mirrors, glass, you name it, it's going to take care of it, because that FlexTexture in the cold water is going to scrub the mess away without scratching. Just using tap water, lickety split, your job is done. And also perfect for the stainless steel as well. It's going to knock down all the messes on there, and it's not going to scratch the surface, which is important. Again, this is V37884, the Scrub Daddy set of 6 FlexTexture puppy shaped sponges. Featured price of $19.98 on Easy Pay. $6.66 will get it home. And now we're going to go off to Kylie Watts, dear friend Kylie Watts, who's going to take it away, showing you an unbelievable Black & Decker sweeper.
Thank you so much, Christopher. And I love that we have this puppy theme for the show, because as a rescue mom, I love everything that is themed like a puppy, looks